Good afternoon, my friends. How are you doing? Welcome back to another option seminar. We are in the building. So thank you for taking the time to join me here today, and we will be jam-packed full of education as we always do. All right? So why don't we go here to the Twitter and get everybody ready for some education if they want it. I'm going to say live now. Come for fresh. Oops. That's how we do it. All right. So there we go. Got this right here. We have the picks. I have some in the Discord over there. And why don't you guys go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. And then we will get started. All right. So I'm not going to take too long today. Let me just go to the YouTube, make sure audio is good. Boom. Press there. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. I can hear myself. So we are good. All right. So we have, office hour in Asia. We'll watch during lunchtime. Okay. No problem. So we have, here we go. Where are we at? Okay. Jahan from Albany. Marcelo from Houston. What's up, brother? I don't know from Ottawa. What's going on? Chris from Denton. Shernine is from her bed. Welcome. That's a good place to be. Hope you're warm and cozy. Monique from Chicago. Druvisha from North Carolina. Todd from Santa Rosa. Ali from Seattle, Washington. Margie from Orlando, Florida. Bad Indies from Brooklyn. And let's hit it with one more. We have Karen Jarvis from Australia. And wait, I got to hit one more. Singapore in the house. Appreciate Singapore. You guys are always supporting me. I don't even know how you get what time is it in Singapore? I think it's in the morning, actually. Anyways, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to SPY, start off the recap. As you know, we trade SPY every single day. So we're going to start off the recap together. We're going to talk it through how the trades played out. All right. So I'm here on SPY. First thing I want to ask you guys is this. Hit me with a 1 if the video quality is better. Because I've made some improvements here. And I'm hoping that the quality of the video is a lot better. So hit me with a 1 if the quality is better. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do right here, guys, is I'm going to take the previous day's range. And I'm going to draw a Fibonacci on the range. So you guys know about this concept. This is what I call the previous day's range. I use this a lot in my book, in the drill down method. So we have that. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys something really crazy. And it's important. So let me just go here to the trigger day trades. So here was the trigger day trade from yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the chart so we can look at it together. Okay. Let me get rid of the fib for now because I just don't want it to be too many lines. Let me just draw the high here and the low so we can clearly see it like that. Okay. So the long, so this was our trigger, 454.31. I'm going to explain to you guys a few things on this. So let's go 454.31. And the stop loss was 453.29. And then the target was 455.28. Okay. All right. So before the open, I had this order waiting to go long. So check this out. So like I showed you guys, my entry is 454.31. And my stop loss is right here where this red line is. So right off of the open, guys, check this out. The SPY made a high of 454.30. And I almost had a heart attack because I thought it was going to fill me and I saw it coming back down. So I was like, okay, it's going to fill me and stop me out right away. But because my order entry was 454.31 by 1 cent, I did not get filled. And because of that 1 cent, guys, I actually was able to enter here on this outside bar. You see this outside bar? That's when I got filled. My stop was here, guys, and I hit my target right there. Beautiful. And from my target, we had a little bit push higher, but I'm okay to just lock in securely what I can. And let me just show you guys the evidence on that one there. So this was the trade that I took here. This one right here. So SPY, this one down here, SPY. So it took 490 shares and I made $470. So that was based on my trigger. So obviously you will adjust the trigger and based on your position, based on your account size. Everything is relative to your account size and you got to manage it that way. But I almost had a heart attack there, guys. And that was like something really interesting that I wanted to share with you. So I took the trigger, I made money. I almost thought I was going to lose it there. I took this inside bar right here, guys, and I lost on this one right here. And I also took the 15-minute one right here. So I took this 15-minute inside bar. It was, where were you? Right here. So this Holy Grail, guys, makes me kind of sad. I took this Holy Grail right here, and I had my stop loss too tight on it, and I got poked out. I got poked out on this wick, and then look at that run. So that's just a little bit of a lesson for me. It just was a little bit too tight, but I put my stop up. I basically got away for like a break even. So I didn't lose much, but I regret it now in hindsight, right? Like that's what we all do. We look back at the chart, like if I should have done this and that and that and that, but that's fine because I'm just, I made money on the day and that's all that matters. So my trigger made money. I lost on this one small and I lost on the other one small, but you know, as long as you can make sure that your winners are outweighing your losers, that's all it takes. All right. So there we go, guys. So we had some beautiful outside bars today. We had this one and this one that came right after this inside bar. And then we had those were beautiful winners. And then on the 15, guys, if I was just more lenient with my stop, would have had the winner there. And I did not play this one later in the day because I was already done. But if I took this one at 11:30, would have also been a great winner. So there we go. So that's very straightforward with SPY. I have a little surprise for you guys about the opening range breakout, but I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a second. But there we go. So just to recap, we took the trigger. We made money on that one. We had these inside bar loser. The other one I messed up on. I'm going to admit that. And we had some beautiful outside bars that took us into the close. And then just to show you guys the setups, just in case you're interested, you can see here, we go through them in the morning, talk about them all here with members. And it's been growing into a very strong, powerful community and very, very happy with that. Very, very happy. All right. So there we go. So just hit me with a 3 if you guys are good with SPY. If you understand. And, you know, the 15-minute chart, it's very powerful. I'm just really disappointed that my stop was not in the right place, but that's my fault. It's totally fine. As long as I walk away with profit, we'll take that. And that's the thing about trading is you can't be impatient on Mondays because sometimes it takes time for the market to show its hand. And that's just a lesson for me right there. Trading for a long time, still learning lessons. Okay, so that's SPY. Now we are going to move on to the picks that we had today. I'm missing one: Ford, PLTR, Johnson & Johnson, and Peloton. So we're going to talk about those now. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you guys about opening range breakout. Just remind me at the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the opening range breakout. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. We also did take a swing trade on this one. Let me just show you guys here. Oop, that's the wrong one. SPY swing trades. So here was the swing we took. I talked to you guys about this on the last stream we had. Remember what I said, guys? So let me know if you remember this. But I said, hey, we have this outside bar on the daily. So I'm going to swing this outside bar. Okay. So the outside bar, guys, I swing that. I took the trigger on the outside bar. And I was able to take that up. So I walked that up and I already locked money on my swing. Okay. So this was the swing. I got in at 454.31, stop 452.86, target 455.65. We hit those with the 450 calls. 455, sorry. And we still have I have a little bit on. I don't know if members took everything off, but that was good. So I'm trying to give you guys these setups, guys. Like I'm calling these out, daily outside bar. Right. So let me ask you guys, for those that have been watching the videos, did you follow along with this outside bar? Did you try it? Did you guys try that? So hit me with a 2 if you use the daily outside bar on SPY and you did some trading with it. Did you try it? Or hit me with a 3 if you did it. So boom. Jonathan right here with the 999. Thanks for another winning day. One on SPY, Peloton, PLTR. You're getting really good at this, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Oh, there we go. Roman, what's up, brother? All right. So I see some 2s. I see some 3s. Yeah. So just have a plan, guys, and follow it. Make sure, there's always opportunities. You guys got to make sure you're following along, okay? Trying my best to give you guys the setups. So let's move into Peloton now. And we're going to start off with the daily. So we have Peloton with this inside bar, right, on the daily. So that's why it got my attention. Because what's happening to option premiums on this inside bar? So Friday, Peloton closed with this inside tight range. You could see here we had a big body bar, and then on Friday we had this tight inside range. So what do you guys think is happening to option premiums for Peloton there? What's happening to the option premiums right here on this inside bar? Are they increasing or are they decaying? What do you guys think? Yes, decaying, consolidating. So we're going to hit the market replay right here, and we're going to look at this on a 5. All right. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go and get my trigger entries, and I'm going to put it on the chart for you guys, okay? So so as you guys know, for the members, for the stocks, we have trading plans every single day. So let me show you how this one worked out. So entry was 94.64 for the long. So let me just put that line here, 94.64 for the long. So the reason I like the triggers is because you can set them up the night before if you want to, right? And you can leave them with good to cancel automated orders if that's what you prefer. And it kind of, it makes it fully automated in that sense. So this line is the trigger long and this line is the trigger short. All right. So hit me with a 1 if you're following me so far. I don't want to go too quickly. I want to take my time. Okay. So hit me with a 1 if you're following me so far. So we have the long right here. We have the short right here. Okay. So good. So we're going to go ahead and press play. Boom. All right. Where is the target? The target is 95.37. Okay. So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go into a smaller time frame to see how this 5-minute bar played out. You guys excited for that, man? I'm excited. You guys excited? This is amazing. Hit me with a 4 if you're excited. Let's see how this played out on the 15-second chart. Now watch closely, guys, okay? This is 15-second chart. All right. Shout out to Tradingview, by the way, because they hooked me up with like all the premium stuff. They hooked me up with that for being an affiliate and all that with them. So shout out. If you're having any blurry issue, guys, refresh, put it on 1080p, and you should be good to go. So this yellow line right here is the trigger long. This yellow line right here is the target. So this is what I call getting in a trade and taking no heat at all, right? So we get filled right here. We hit the target, done, bam, right? So that's an example of a trigger that works like art. And the triggers, I've come up with the triggers using fibs and using traps. And there's different ways that I use them based on what I see in the chart and also based on what the market cycle is. All right. So let me zoom in here. Maybe we can see this better like this. So this yellow line right here is a long entry. So we get that fill right there. Boom, hit the target within how many seconds is this? 15, 30, 45. So that is 45 seconds. We hit the target. Okay. So let's go back to the 5 and let's talk about the other setups. So next we had, okay. And you guys see, this is why I have my targets where I have them. I have my targets where I have them, guys, because I have back-tested data, and I have my own trading methods where I know that this could be a reversal. So that's why I'm taking off most of the position on these targets right here, because I know that there could be a reversal. It doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's going to keep going forever, but I want to take the high probability setup. So let's continue. What's the next setup here? Boom. Okay. So now we'll just be looking for fractal setups, right? Okay. Hanging out. Here we go. So here's an inside bar. So we can take the break of the high or the low. Let's see what happens here. Boom. That's money. Okay. So if you miss the trigger, you can take that inside bar there. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setup right there on the 5. Next. So right around here, we're coming into about 10:40. So first hour. So I would pretty much be done here, but I'm just going to keep going to show you guys. Here's another little inside bar. So this one was a decent shorting opportunity right there. That one went for a winner too. And let's see. And then not too much though, came back and stopped you out. And that's really why, guys. That's why I like to focus on the beginning, the morning, because I know I can get some good moves and call it. Right? Let me fast forward. Boom. So that's it, guys. So pretty great right off the bat. We hit the trigger. We hit the target. Inside bar, if you missed all the action, you still take that one. That's a good one. Even this one right here, scalp, not so much. That's why, look at this. After the first hour and a half, look how the rest of the day stays in this box. This is why I always tell you guys I like trading that first few legs, and I call it. You see that? For the rest of the day, we just go sideways. And this is the hardest part of being a trader. Some days we're going to have big moves. Don't get me wrong. We're going to have big moves. But if the majority of the time, the lunchtime is going to be chopped, you want to avoid that, and you want to take the plays in the beginning. Okay? So hit me with a 5 if you guys followed me there on Peloton. I think Peloton was a very reasonable one. The trigger worked from the night before. We set up the trade. No issues there. Inside bar was also great. Opening range breakout still did work, but you did have to take some heat. So if we took the opening range breakout up here, guys, keep the stop below the first bar. Yes, we would have had some heat like that, right? We would have almost stopped out, but we didn't. Great. Forward. All right. So what I'm going to do, guys, is because it's taking a very long time for me to mark up each chart, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go fast. Okay. Daily inside bar. So this is very important for me with Ford. I'll explain to you why. You see here, this was the previous all-time high. This area. So when we came back here and we put an inside bar, that gave me the concept that this could be a potential reversal, because instead of squeezing and breaking through this high with power, when we came, we broke the high slightly, we put an inside bar and we paused. So that's telling me that there are bulls that are potentially trapped buying into highs. That's what I was looking for here on Ford. And now let's go down to the 5-minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, so the plan is the long is 1651 and the short is 1626. Now watch this. The high of this bar is 1650. Okay. So literally, again, missed it by 1 cent. If I had gotten filled there on Ford and I hit 1651, I would have lost. I would have had a stop loss. But this is, guys, these trigger lines that I'm using, I'm putting a lot of work into it, a lot of data, a lot of testing, guys. All right. So this one did not trigger to the long side. Instead, we came back right here on Ford with the short at 1626. Okay. So let me put that in here. So let me just bring this down. 1626 is there, guys. We're here on the 5-minute and look at this flush. Beautiful. Like, these are when triggers are amazing. Like, they're not always going to be like that, but when you're ready for them and when you've set it up and they start working, you can make a good bit. And check this one out here, guys. So we broke that line right there. So the first target here on Ford is 1659. So let me go ahead and wait. No, that's the long. Sorry. The short is 1618. So boom, right there, 1618. Right there. Okay. So there we go, guys. So we got that trigger right there. Boom, hit the target. We did have an inside bar right here. This one didn't give much, and this one right here was a fake out. So say the inside bars, no go on Ford, but we had the trigger that worked really well, and we also had the opening range breakout that worked really, really well. So the opening range breakout also did really, really good. Okay. So otherwise than that for Ford, I could see some fibs here, right here, boom, right off the bat. First leg, push down, pull back to the 382. This one was nice because we got that shooting star, that inverted hammer. Boom, traded all the way back down to the 50. You guys already know about this. This is why I wrote the book on Fibonacci. Look at this. See that? You see that, guys? This is what we call synergy. This is what we call symmetry in the market. Symmetry. Watch this. Push, pull to the 382, trade to the 50, reverse. Fibs. So if you're getting an entry, you're getting in on an inside bar, opening range breakout, whatever. Have the fibs there to help guide your targets, your trailing stops, etc. Very, very powerful. So that's Ford. Hit me with a 4 for Ford if you're good to go. So hit me with a 4 for Ford if you're good to go. So we did Ford, we did Peloton. We're going to do PLTR now. So same thing, guys. I'm not going to go in the spreadsheet and pull it up because it's going to take too long. But Peloton, let me see here. So here, right off the bat with Peloton, guys, same type of thing. So we had a break of the previous day's high right around here. So this one in Peloton, guys, we actually did trigger. And you see this push back down here, guys? That push actually came and stopped out. So, you know, that's the thing. Sometimes you have a stop loss right there, guys. So this push back down came and stopped out. So the trigger was not a winner, but we had the opening range breakout, which was a beautiful winner. And then right off the bat, I could see this very small Fibonacci. Beautiful, right? Right off of there. Low to high, pull back 786. We have the hammer confirmation there. That was a beautiful attempt. Great little run there. And then we had these chop. See, chop, chop, chop. That's why I always tell you guys, 2 legs. Okay, here's your first leg right here. Let me get the arrow. So there's your first leg. See that push? Come back down right there. And then another leg here. That's what you're kind of playing for. After that, look at this again. We sit in the box. See that? In the box. So that's why for me, I'm always trying to hit it first hour and a half and call it. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to get chopped out because those destroy premiums. We already know that. Okay, those destroy premiums. So otherwise than that for PLTR, beside the opening range breakout and that first fib, unfortunately the trigger, it hit and then it came back and stopped out, which is a part of the game, right? And then definitely the fractals were tough. You could see them here, all chop. Chop, 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 chop. And that's a lot of times, these are what these stocks like to do. They like to have good pushes off the open when there's volume, and then they just like to quiet them. So hit me with a 6 if you're okay with that. Then we're going to look at J&J. I also have to quickly look at the swing trades. So let me pull those up. October. And I'm going to look at that quickly. Thank you very much. So next, Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson was just crazy. I mean, this one was nasty. So see this purple line right here, guys? This was our trigger. It's not this one. So this purple line right here, guys, was the trigger. Right off the bat, we open, wham, hit the trigger, hit the target, done. That was literally in, if we go on the 15-second chart, we can see that. Right here. You can see it right here. So here we go. That push in the first minute. Then we hit the trigger. Boom. You see, when I take the triggers, guys, I don't want to feel much heat on the trade. If it's going to work, it's going to work. It's going to come, it's going to break, and it's going to flush. It's going to break up, and it's going to flush to the top side. That's it. If it turns around, blah, 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 I want to just get out. That's why I have my stop loss. I want to get out because I'm expecting these triggers to have power. And if they don't have power, then that's potentially a sign of it not working, right? And what I found with the triggers is that they can be up to maybe 60, 70% win rate, depending on the instruments you trade, depending on the cycle in the market, depending on etc. Okay. But I think it's a very powerful trading strategy. And as you guys know, with a 2-to-1 risk to reward, how many trades out of 100 do we need to win to make a profit? So somebody tell me the answer to that one. With a 2-to-1 risk to reward, how many trades out of 100 do we need to hit in order to make a profit? And then here with Johnson & Johnson, after that trigger hit the target, there was nothing really left. We had these inside bars coming around 11. But like I said, for me, I'm trying to really focus on the first hour, hour and a half, call it. Especially now that I'm trading SPY every single day. Do not want to be over trading. That's the biggest problem with looking at multiple names. All right, so 34, 34, 34, 34, 34. Great. All right. So now I'm going to pull up the swing trading log. So I'm going to talk about 2 trades that we took in the swing room today. One of them were Peloton. And as a swing, okay, so hit it on a day and a swing. All right. So we have Peloton on a swing. And then we had Netflix. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about Peloton right here. So what we did here, guys, on the weekly chart for Peloton, we had the Trading Wars Nirvana pattern. You guys know I love this pattern right here. So literally just took a drill down entry here on this Nirvana. We got in. Let me put the order on the chart for you guys 1 second. So the trade was entry 94.39. And the stop was 89.58. 89.58. Okay. So there we go. So we got in here. So we already hit partial targets here on Peloton. And now we are, still have room to go potentially. But with that, we already took some partials there, looking for more into the rest of the week. So we'll see if we get it. If we don't, it's fine. If we don't, we have our stop loss. We move on. Same thing here with Netflix, guys. We had another Nirvana pattern on the weekly. So I keep telling you guys, man, don't sleep on the patterns. I'm putting a lot of work in these things to do my testing. I take my trades. I'm doing my best out here to add value to the community, guys. So my entry here was 660.78 and the stop was 641.40 right there. So we hit partials as well on Netflix. I'm just going to bring this over right now for you guys to take a look. So here is the log. So we do have only one more order left on UPST. Everything else on the swing trades has been filled or hit partials already. Okay. So these trades are posted every Friday after the market close. For members, they can use them in their swing trades and they can set it up automated if they want to, or they can use it as alerts, whatever you guys want. Those are the ones that I look at. I try to look at 5 to 10 swings. I try to hit the daily, I hit SPY, and I look at the 4 picks that I post every day, plus 1 bonus pick. I always post a bonus pick for the members. All right. So there we go, guys. That's a quick recap. We're at 30 minutes. I don't want to go much longer than this because I know I'm trying to make sure I'm using your time wisely. I don't want to waste your time. The only other thing that I will say here, guys, is look, if you want to sign up, guys, if you want to work with me, the only way you can sign up for my services, guys, is tradingwars.com. That's it. No crypto, no Forex, no Telegram, no Instagram. I'm off of all of that because there's too many scammers. There's too many people trying to rob my follower base. So now everything goes strictly to tradingwars.com. Okay, here's a SPY room. Here's the swings with the stocks. All right, and then my books are here. You purchase the book, guys, you get 1 month free in the room. You guys know the drill. I don't want to keep telling you, but just for new people, they know. Okay. Oh yes, the orb update. So thank you, my brother. So I am going to be doing some serious investigation and modifications on the orb strategy. But what we're going to do here is, like, if we just look at this orb on SPY today, here's the first 5-minute bar. We can see, look, beautiful breakdown off of that first 5-minute. If we also go to the 3-minute on SPY, we can also see this opening range breakout here. Look at this one here on the 3-minute, even better. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm putting a lot of effort and emphasis into orbs. For SPY specifically, also for other stocks, mostly for SPY, I'm going to be revamping and rebuilding a strategy around it because I see a lot of potential there. So we have the orb, we have the triggers, we have the fractals, we have the fibs. So we have our setups for the drill down. Okay, this is what I need from you. If you are excited and you like orb, like I don't know how much of you trade orb, but if you like the orb, if you want it, if you want me to go through it and you want me to share those results, this is what I need you to do. After this video, not right now, okay? After this video, when I hit end broadcast right now, what I need you to do is this. Comment, like, subscribe. If you haven't, go into the comments and let me know. Do you trade the opening range breakout? Do you trade the orb? If you don't trade the orb, then I'll put my time somewhere else because it's not going to be worth it. But if you guys trade the orb and you like it, after this video, comment below and let me know. Hey, I trade the orb. I love the orb. Orb is life. Whatever. Okay? We orbing. Whatever. We orbing. Okay? There we go. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something. Just want to keep putting out the educational content. It's important to me to have a legacy and to help as much people as I can because education has saved my life. And it's my obligation to educate and help as much people as I can. That's what I must do. That is what my journey is. All right. So thanks for your time, friends. Have a good night. And don't forget to comment there. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.